Our next guest is author Harlan Coben. He's in the house. He has more than 80 million books in print worldwide. He's a big deal. Now, he's also the creator and executive producer of the new drama series. It's called Harlan Coben's Shelter, based on his young adult mystery thriller of the same name. So after the sudden death of his father, teenager Mickey Bolitar, this is the story, finds himself tangled in the mysterious disappearance of a new student at his school. This is part of the trailer.
I saw an old lady with like long gray hair. She called out my name and she said my dad was still alive.
What?
And I know it can't be true because I watched him die.
Hey, I'm Ashley.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mickey.
Is she your girlfriend?
No, I'm gonna take this downstairs. Did you guys hear about Ashley? She was supposed to be here yesterday, but she never came. Maybe she's in serious trouble.
What were you even doing at that house?
You know about that lady?
She's our town boogeyman. She only comes out at night, and she steals children, and she eats them. I'm kidding.
Is he really kidding? First on CBS Mornings, Harlan Coben joins us now. Welcome back to the table. I've missed you. I'm so glad you're here.
Great to see you
I'm
guys.
so glad you're here.
How's everything going? Good.
Everything is going good. Not as good as you, though, Harlan. Let's just say this. You are a Jersey boy for real, because a lot of this was filmed in New Jersey, your hometown, and your home state. But also, you even go to your high school.
Can you imagine how weird that is, going back to your high school to film a high school show? It was, my mind was going all over the place. Yeah, we actually filmed in Livingston High School, my old alma mater.
Wow. But also, the crux of the story comes from your childhood, I'm told.
Yeah, well, the Bat Lady, we had a scary, I don't know if you guys had the same thing, like an urban myth in our town about this Bat Lady who was going to grab you and take you away. So I take that myth, and now when Mickey sees her, the first thing she says to him is, your father's still alive, even though he saw him die.
Yes.
And that's what gets us into the mystery.
Yes. Ooh. Nate, you had a Bat Lady where there was a house where they said, don't go to that house.
An urban legend. Yeah, there was a house where we did not go inside.
Really?
Because we thought that the guy was crazy in there. It turns out he just didn't want to be bothered with kids.
Now that you're a grown-up, you understand.
Yeah, I completely identify with that man. I'm the crazy guy.
No, you're the crazy guy. But the beauty of this is that you do something for the adults and for the kids. That's what I like about what
a family thriller, which
the whole family can watch.
Which you wrote with your daughter, right?
Exactly. My daughter, I wrote the books myself, but my daughter, she's like, Dad, you're too old to get what the kids are saying now. So
how old is she?
How old is she? She's 29.
Okay.
She's 29. And she did most of the writing. The stuff that's good, her. Stuff bad, me.
Yeah.
But the mystery was sort of mine, but all these sort of wonderful relationships and this whole family thing and the kids getting together, the outcasts, that's mostly Charlotte.
As a ball player, whenever I'm mentioned with the great, I get excited because it does make me feel special about the work I do. I feel the same way when movies or films are compared to classics. I'm hearing that this is reminding some folks of The Goonies, which is an absolute classic with a cult following. How does that make you feel?
It feels great. We get the comparison of The Goonies but a little more mystery. We get the Stranger Things, but not quite as scary. And I love all that.
That's all the good stuff.
Watch with your kids.
Yeah.
And I love that whole thing. We have these wonderful young actors like Jaden Michael and Adrian Greensmith and Abby Corrigan and Brian Altemus and Sage Linder and Antonio Cipriani. And then we have the Constance Zimmer, the older Didi Khan from Grease is in this. Tova Feldshuh, the great Broadway actress. So it's a
loaded
wonderful
with
mix.
talent.
Yeah,
I was surprised to know that this is the first American adaptation of your work.
Yeah.
Do you like adapting your stuff to screen?
I do, and I love doing it overseas where they leave me alone a little bit more than here. But I was in New Jersey, Hollywood's out in Hollywood, so they kind of, you know how we are in Jersey, we're all in this area here, so we can be a little bit more alone. I don't like that interference as much.
Yeah, I mean, when you're writing, you must be writing with a visual picture in your head. Does it match what you end up with on screen? What's the adjustment process like?
It never really, it doesn't match, but sometimes what's interesting, I think, about Shelter, it's actually better than what I imagined. I mean, these kids took on a life of their own, and they took these characters I created, and they made them something that was, you know, a hybrid of what I was creating, what Charlotte was writing, and what they ended up acting. And it really made it stronger, I think.
Do you credit that to Charlotte? Because I've heard you say the experience of the younger viewers is a little different for you.
Yeah.
Do you credit that to her? And what was the process like working with her?
Well, I credit also our young actors were very involved in helping form their characters. I wanted to listen to them. It's fun because with a novel, I'm a dictator. So I'm very happy to collaborate on these sort of things. this whole team really did a great job. I got to be in the driver's seat, but it was really fun to have this whole team do it for me.
Hey, speaking of the driver's seat, particularly for writers, we couldn't have you on when we wanted to have you on because of the writer's strike. Now that's over and done with, it's settled. How do you feel about the outcome?
I feel great about the outcome. I'm worried about my friends at SAG, and so I wish the actors were here with me. Yeah. But let's hope it works out and they start getting the fair deal they deserve. That SAG does also.
What do you like about the deal?
I think we got most of what we wanted in the writer's strike. I think that we held strong. And I think we got most of what we really wanted, and we're all ready to get back to work.
Yeah. It feels like a win-win for both sides.
I do.
And ultimately, even though you don't get everything, at least both sides can walk away.
Good compromise.
Yeah, compromise. That's the word. To see that they feel good about what has happened. Harlan, it's so good to see you.
Great to see you
it
guys.
Says Shelter is streaming right now on Prime.
All 8 episodes.
Season 1. Season 1 you can get.
I know what I'm doing this weekend with the family.
Do you think there will be a season 2?
I hope so. We just watch and we'll find out. It just came out. Give me a couple of days. All 8 episodes just dropped on Amazon Prime. So
I'll give you a couple of days, then I'll be back. Will there be a season 2?
We hope.
Thank you, Harlan.